to our extremely efficient International Research and Development Committee. So I would like to thank each and every one of you for your hard work and dedication to our cause. In reviewing this year's progress, let me say that we have been highly effective in conditioning the people's minds to accept our solution to the world's problems. The energy crisis here in the United States was exceptionally successful worldwide, and we expect similar success with our upcoming food shortage. Our labor leaders have made great progress by causing confusion and work stoppages in all areas of the world. Financially, the dollar is being devalued even faster than we could have hoped. Politically, the public has lost total confidence in any form of government. The threat of universal war is a daily possibility. As you know, we ourselves do not need to hold any visible office of leadership. As a matter of fact, it's better that we do not. If we control the finances, news media, food, transportation, energy, we control everything. It is important that you, as world leaders, keep our program before your countrymen. With our World Bank and computer program operational, we now have the capacity to control the financial affairs of every human being on Earth by giving each person his own computer number. Anytime his number is used, we would know his financial situation at once. He could not buy or sell anything without his computer number. It will simplify their lifestyles tremendously. The end result will be a one-world monetary and government system that we alone will control. Yes?
What about the people who forget their number, or their cards are lost or stolen?
We've made provisions for that. By using this laser imprinter, we can painlessly and permanently affix the person's number to the back of his hand or his forehead if he so desires. The numbers would be easily read by this new ultraviolet scanning equipment. For the purposes of demonstration, I've had such a number imprinted on myself. Once this number is imprinted, it cannot be lost nor can it be changed. Now, are there any questions?
What about the individuals who refuse to have this number implantation?
We expect some minor resistance, especially from highly motivated religious groups. But eventually, hunger will cause even the most zealous to conform to our program.
Mr. Chairman, I am concerned about the situation in the Middle East.
We've given Russia and Israel a great deal of consideration. Russia is, as you probably already know, considering an invasion of Israel in order to obtain a Mediterranean seaport. Our policy is to support such a move and supply Israel with the necessary nuclear weapons to fend off such an attack. The mental conditioning of the Israelis is he has nothing to lose, and subsequently will attack the Russians before they can get their planes off the ground. Gentlemen, I believe that within a year, 2 at the most, our one world government will be a reality. If we continue on our present course, it is my opinion that we could present the devil himself as a world leader, and the people would accept him. Since our last meeting, we've...
Wow. And there they go. They tell you straightforward in plain sight. But I want to say shalom. First thing and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Ba'ashim Chakodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Those in this gospel abroad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai wherever it may be. This is just a quick lesson through the Spirit. This is a movie here. I don't know the name of this movie, but I've heard of the semblance of it, meaning, you know, what he was breaking down in this video. And basically everything that he's saying of this Marxist regime is what's happening now, okay? And he made a specific mention about how Russia wants to invade Israel to set up a Mediterranean seaport, which they supply both sides with nuclear weapons to bring about a new world order. And if you look at it right now, you got Russia, China, Iran, okay, Syria, all these nations under the BRICS alliance that's coming together to form a pact against the Western Alliance, man, which is NATO and the EU. Now, it's Bible prophecy that Russia will invade Israel and America, man, all right, according to the book of Ezekiel, the 38th chapter. So the elites are taking a playbook right out of the scriptures, but it's really the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, man, all right? And he basically told you the plan of the New World Order, that they wanted to RFID chip everybody, because he mentioned, he was like, well, what if people lose their information? He said, well, we got something to remedy that. He said, we can just put a microscopic tag on back of your hand or in your forehead, which is talking about the MOTB, okay, which biometrics, bio goes into like your bio, your body, and metrics, it goes into like measurement, you know. And then you have what they call Microsoft, or micro, which means software, okay, small software, you know. And they're gonna put this technology in people. And this movie had to come out like around the 80s, because you can tell on how, you know, just the way that it looked, you know, meaning the cameras and just the footage of the movie, it looked like it came out a while ago. So they was already talking about this plan, like going into the whole concept of, I believe is Albert Pike, if I'm not mistaken, or I believe it's Albert Pike, to tell the 3 world wars, you know. But basically, we're in the time of World War III, and this is the time that Esau wants to set up his new world order. Then she mentioned another question. She was like, well, what happens if people don't want to conform? He said, that's okay. We'll just starve them out. Even the most zealous of religions will eventually conform to the new world order. And they was really alluding to us, man, because they knew through the prophecy that the Hebrew Israelites was going to wake up in this time. Even though, you know, they wasn't banking on it, but they knew, according to the prophecies, that the men of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai will be on the scene at this time, okay? But they're not banking on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai raising up a standard, because Esau was a carnal man, okay? He's very carnal, and he doesn't bank on the spirit of the Heavenly Father raising up a standard to deliver his elect, because there will come a time that you will have to conform to this new world order, okay? While it will be a brief rulership, well, not, I won't say rulership, because he's in rulership now. While the new world order will be brief, it won't fully come to fruition, because the Most High is not going to allow it to do so. Okay, the scriptures say that when he's getting ready to fill his belly, then the Most High should rain upon him while he is eating, roughly paraphrasing. I think that's Job, the 20th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. I always get Job 5, 18, and 20 mixed up, because, you know, they around the same semblance going into the NWO. But overall, man, this is the elite's plan, and they're showing you straightforward, without a dime, or without a reasonable doubt, that this is what they want to do. They want to pull that shit off, you know. But yet you got Israelite camps out here that don't seem to see this, and they seem to scoff at it. So when he mentioned that even the most of religious fanatics or fanatics will conform to the NWO, you know, you got to think about groups like, you know, the IUIC, Sakari, you know, all these other Hebrew Israelite groups that claim to be the men of the Lord and all this other stuff. They're going to falter to this whole ordeal because of the simple fact they don't put their faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. You know, mainly the groups that teach against the MOTB, you know, like the IUIC, the ISUPK, and there's several other groups out there that teach against it as well. But they're not going to be defended in that day, because they're not making the Lord their habitation or their refuge, okay? So that was a damn good video. Within, what, 2-3 minutes, they basically summed up this whole New World Order ordeal, you know? Because overall, what you're seeing happening in the world now is nothing but a mere division, okay? Like I'm riding past certain lawns in the same neighborhood, you got Waltz, Harris, and then you got Trump and Pence, you know, right on the same block. You know, people that was once so-called partners or friends or whatever you want to call them, now they are in complete opposition because of this new election coming up less than 3 weeks. So we're going to see how that's all going to play out, but this is all the telltale plan of the elites, man, to set up a new world order. And in order to enter the new world order, you will have to be microchipped, all right? But this is the Lord's way of showing you what's getting ready to happen before it happen. Okay, not only the prophets, but he's putting a spirit on these elites to put these things in the movies to warn the people. So therefore, you can't say you wasn't warned, because even Esau was bringing this shit out, man. All right? So I got a precept real quick. This is the book of Isaiah 42. And I'm going to start at verses. Give me 1 second. I'm actually driving, so my bad. Let me find it. I lost my place. Give me 1 second. Hold on. I'm just... Yep, this is the book of Isaiah 42 and 9. It says, behold, the former things that are come to pass, and new things I do declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. And hey, not only we speaking on these things. Like I said, this devil, he's putting this shit in his movies, and that's a way of the Most High communicating with the people as well, by putting these prophecies in these movies. Because you got the 1984, I believe it was a movie that came out, and also you got a movie that goes back to 1984, which goes into the draconian plan of the elites. You know, you got a book by Ralph Emerson, which is called The New World Order. Okay, you got Behold a Pale Horse, and you got all these books that pretty much the Illuminati, or exposing the Illuminati, and them telling you exactly what they're getting ready to do, man. So there's no excuse at this point as to why Jake should still be asleep. Okay, because I mean, it's clear as day that they want to micro C-hip everybody. It's clear as day that they want a third world war, because he clearly stated that Russia and Israel, that they are both funded on both sides. You know, they are with the whole World War III concept, because they believe that World War III is going to put an end to the opposition, and that they're going to rise from the ashes. But that's not going to be the case with Esau, because we know ultimately Esau is going to get done away with, man. You know? So yeah, this man is through. He's done. He's finito. You know? And ain't nothing that he can do about it, because, hey, that's what the Heavenly Father commissioned. All right? Give me 1 second real quick. Yep, so it said here, behold, the former things are past, and behold, new things I do declare. That MOTD is a new thing, all right? And it says, before they spring forth, I tell you of them, okay? And we are foretelling the prophecies of the scriptures, and they're being foretold in these movies, and we're breaking these things down, man, because, hey, in Demolition Man, they showed you the concept of the MOTB. Okay, when the guy John Spartan, when he was released from the cryostasis, which basically goes into he would basically put his ass on ice, and they froze him until they needed him to defeat this guy by the name of Simon Phoenix, which was played by Wesley Snipes. But basically he said Phoenix is encoded. Okay, encoded is a key word for saying chipped. Okay, but John Spartan, he was chipped, because how else was they able to download those algorithms in his program, man? You know, they was able to teach him a certain skill. They was able to teach him a certain language. He knew martial arts. He came back 10 times stronger because he had a download in him. Same thing with John Spartan, but instead they made him more of a seamstress type, you know, knitting and all that other shit, which wasn't a beneficial skill to stave off somebody like Simon Phoenix, man. Okay, so these are the times we living in, and I mean, it's just straightforward, as we just read it in Isaiah the 42nd chapter. All right, we get here, Psalm 64. This is the book of Psalm 64, and I'm gonna start at verses 2. It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bow to shoot arrows, even bitter words. All right, and that's this whole plan of the New World Order. You know, this is this elite's plan, the Esau Edom's plan, man. Because overall, like I said, Esau Edom wants to enslave humanity under what he considered the NWO, man. Okay, but the Lord is going to upset that plan, because the Most High is not with Esau, man. All right, he's only with him for a certain degree to do certain things, but overall, the Lord is not with Esau to deliver this devil from the coming destruction, man. Okay, because the scriptures say that that he should be led into a snare by his own feet, roughly paraphrasing it. So it's a done deal, man. All right. And it reads here, it says, who whet their tongue like a sword, and we know the sword is a weapon, like a weapon, you know, and he's speaking venomous words. He's speaking on things on what he want to do to the Israelites, and he wants to enslave Jake again. And it says here, and who bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect, and suddenly they do shoot at him and fear not. Yeah, because they're taking outward shots at Jake, man. Okay, like these legislations, and like you got what they call the enemy's immigrant bill or some shit like that, or from 1894 or something like that, 1784, some shit like that. That basically is like almost a modified version of what they did to those Japanese during the time of World War II, when they put those people in internment camps, man. Like the enemy's immigration act or something, when basically he's declaring war on the migrants, which are Israelites, man. And that keyword migrant is another way of saying Israelites, because technically they're teaching in schools now that Jake migrated over here instead of being put in captivity. So you Jakes out there, we're gonna vote for Trump. Ultimately, man, your ass is getting ready to be destroyed. All right. And it says here, and they encourage themselves in the evil matter, and they commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? And they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep, all right? They think tanks, man. This is why they have their particular councils out there. You got the councils on foreign relations. You got the Trilateral Commission. You got all these factions of the Illuminati that have their think tanks set up to come up with plans on how to create the New World Order. And we're pretty much in it, okay? And just a few more steps before they fully complete it. But overall, they're not going to get that satisfaction because the Lord is not with them, you know? But it says here, but the Most High should shoot at them with an arrow, and suddenly they should be wounded. So shall they make their own tongue fall upon themselves, and all that see them shall flee away, okay? And they're telling on themselves by these videos, man. These movies they're putting out. Because they realize that you Americans are too stupid to put 2 and 2 together. Oh, that's just a movie, but yet shit is playing out right before your eyes, and you too dumb to even see what the hell is going on here, man. This is why a lot of you Americans are getting ready to get caught up in this election, and you getting ready to be highly disappointed. And good for you, all right? Because we've warned you and we've told you straightforward that the Most High is not dealing with this shit, man. You know? It's the book of Job 20, and I'm going to start at verses 20 and 20. And it reads, and it says here, surely he should not feel quietness in his belly, and he should not save that which he desired. There should none of his meat be left. Therefore should no man look for his goods. And in the fullness of his sufficiency, he should be in straits, which means positions of difficulties. And every hand of the wicked should come upon him, which the wicked goes into laborers, which is talking about the people that he's taxed to death, okay? James 5:1. But it says, when he is about to fill his belly, the Most High should cast the fear of his wrath upon him and should rain it upon him while he is eating, which is in the midst of this New World Order. So the minute he's getting ready to finally mass microchip everybody, the Lord is going to put that spirit of judgment on his ass, and he's going to get caught up in his own shit, man. All right? But anyway, with that, all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Lord's will, you will edify until the next lesson. Shalom.